let's just talk about the product itself and what I think of it and what weaknesses, besides the presets that are built in and all that just, I mean, I just throw all those out pretty much. There's not one that I enjoyed at all. Not one. I mean, I went through the whole thing and I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do. So what I needed to do is customize, of course. Now, I love the size of this. I think it's perfect. I think everything about it's perfect. I think one of the things that I would prefer, you know, you can go into this mode where you have 6 on-off effects. I mean, that's cool for folks who are using it like a pedal board. That's a pretty cool thing. And then the presets are cool and the snapshots. I think what I really need to do is keep working with snapshots because it's where, you know, you don't have the delay between switching and all that. That helps. If you're not using if you're like saying on the same model, you're just changing effects or boosts and that kind of thing, which is typical of a dirty channel. So on the back, no balanced outs. That'd be great to have balanced outs. I know it takes a little more room. And of course, an IEC connector with built-in power supply would be ideal. The absolute worst thing that they did with this is this. This right here already got cut off 2 or 3 times on a gig last weekend. You know, you put these things anywhere on stage with something like this, it's not only going to get stepped on, it's going to get destroyed in a very short order. You got to have an IEC. This has got to go. Worst thing about the Podgo, no doubt. Another thing you need to do if you want a very, very nice swell on the volume, you need to put it behind the amp. Otherwise, you're going to get totally not linear swell. At least that's what I've found, especially with distortion. Maybe I'm wrong. You can comment in the comments if you want to correct me on that. I do like the effects loop idea. I haven't used it yet, but I think it's cool. Amp out I always used on my X3. When I was using, I have a Class 5 that I use. And I use that to put a little stage sound out. So there's not a dead spot in the middle of the stage when I'm playing with in-ears. Because it's all going through the PA, right? But I also don't want to blow the house engineer away. Let me just kind of finish up on the Podgo. Great product, you know, great idea. But I will say this, Leon Todd over at, Leon Todd's channel, he has the Axe-Fx FM3, X3, you know, and all his videos are so good, and he has such great sounds. He's still trying to steal me away from Line 6. And he has got me really close to going, you know what? Every sound I hear over there sounds like the sound I want. And every sound I hear in here, I'm having trouble getting to that sound. So maybe I just need to get the Fractal. My buddy Larry Mitchell, a Grammy-winning guitarist that played with Tracy Chapman and Billy Squier, has an Axe-Fx FM3. I would get closer to the sounds that I enjoy with it quicker. You know, it's a work in progress. So I'm not going to get rid of the Podgo. Not yet anyway. I'm going to keep working with it because I'm, like I said, loyal fan of Line 6. And have been for a long time, and Yamaha. And I just think that there's some things they could do better. And I hope that if they see this video, Paul Hildemarsh or any of those folks, they don't take it wrong. I love those guys. I think they're great guys. And I think that Line 6 is a great company. And with Yamaha behind them, they have a lot of opportunity to continue to do well. And when Yamaha got behind them, you know, they put the Helix out and they really did bring themselves back from, you know, the attack that Kemper put on them and Fractal did. So good for them. And I'm still trying to work with the Podgo, and I assume that I will be using this thing long term. So I'll make another video maybe at a gig and talk through it. I played the other night with it again and continued to work with it. I know it's a thing I have to do. I have to go through this period to get happy, and then I'll be done with it. You know, for years, hopefully. Except for this little power supply. As it breaks, I'll have to continue to get new ones of those or figure out a way to rig it so that there is no way somebody can destroy it every week. So anyway, that's my review on the Podgo. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I wanted to let you know about my friend Eddie Carlino, who makes Carlino straps. He is my new sponsor on the channel, and I have a strap of his, and I'm going to make a video of it, and it's going to be going up along with this one. So y'all check that video out and look at this killer strap. Eddie makes all the straps for KISS, for Paul Stanley in particular, and you'll recognize this strap, or not recognize it, but you'll see the similarity and the stuff that KISS uses in the strap that I have. I think it's really cool. And if you want something really neat and cool, you need to go to Carlino Guitar Straps and check those out. And check out Eddie, and rock on, and stay tuned for part 2 or part 3 of this video on the Podgo and my journey to make it sound like I want it to. Rock on.